Hey, this is Scott. Today's mini lesson we're going to be covering what you can do to sound a little bit like Jimi Hendrix. The lesson is going to be based off of Voodoo Child, Slight Return, the last song off of Electric Ladyland. Now, in this song, Hendrix and a lot of his music tunes down a half a step, but I'm just going to keep it in standard tuning because it's kind of a pain to tune down. So if you're playing along with Hendrix, you're going to want to tune down a half a step, but if you're playing or learning this here, it's just standard tuning so that you don't have to take the time to tune your guitar down. This lesson is a little bit more advanced. I would call it an advanced lesson, but there's some intermediate stuff that you can do, and I think will help your playing. So if you're not as an advanced player, you can learn a little bit, I think, here from seeing how some of this stuff is played. So the first part of Voodoo Child that we're going to cover is it's a rhythm guitar that Hendrix plays. It's kind of common blues based. The song's in E. So I'm going to play at regular speed a couple times, and then I'll play it slowly and kind of break down the parts for you so you can see how it's played. Okay, so the first part is just a root E, and then you're going to do a bend on the second fret. So this is what we're looking at. And then Hendrix hits like a lot of kind of extra notes that like kind of give it a little rhythm or flair. So he's going to hit that low string, so he's going to do that something like this. And that's basically going to be on the third fret where he hits that lower string, that little accent. So. And then he'll also add, he kind of ad-libs this because he plays it differently the whole way through, which he does in a lot of his music. And then he'll kind of add this a little bit at the end with your pinky and your third finger on the third fret of the B and E strings. So again, I'll play this slowly. And like this kind of phrasing can be used in a lot of different songs. Hendrix uses it in a few of his songs, and it's basically rooted in the E with this bend on the second fret of the G string. And then you can play the third fret on the E string, and you can add a slide or whatever accent, and then you can throw that in wherever. So a lot of people, you could play that on different songs, like you could just play a... And yeah, just kind of mix those elements up and add it to whatever you want, and it kind of gives it like a Hendrix flair. The next part we're going to cover is a little part of the lead that he plays. I mean, he plays leads throughout the song, but this is kind of a memorable phrasing, and you can use this in a lot of different songs. So it's based in E, and your index finger is going to be on the 12th fret. So I'll play at regular speed, and then I'll play it slow a couple times so we can break down the elements and you can see the different phrasing that goes into it. All right, so now we'll break that down into the different elements and play it a little slower. So that's a pretty common phrasing in rock songs. Hendrix uses it a lot of rock guitarists use that. And I'm just going to break down and play it slow, and you can follow along with the tab, play it a few times. And so that's the first part of the lead, and then once you've got that part down, you can add this part. So I'm going to play them in succession, and then I'll break down the second part. So that's just basically a hammer-on and pull-off. And this is all on the 12th fret with the index finger on the 12th fret. It's all in the same position pretty much. So the last part of that lead is on the high E string, and I'll play it again, regular speed and then slow. And all the tab for this will be available on a link in the description after the video. And so then I'll play it slowly a few times. And then if we put all three of those parts together, we get the lead that I played before. So that's it for today's lesson. Remember, everything was in the key of E, but the phrasing can be moved for the lead up and down depending on the key of the song you're playing in. And again, it's a minor pentatonic scale. Sometimes he throws in some blues notes, and if you stick within that scale, you can just kind of move those notes around however you feel you want to play it. The phrasing that Hendrix uses and the way he plays it kind of gives it his sound, but you know, just experiment it, practice playing those over and over again until you get comfortable with that motion and those different phrasings. Again, if you like these videos, click the like button. Click the subscribe button to get more. I'm trying to do more videos. I'm trying to put something up every week. Again, the tab will be available on the website link in the description below. And thanks again for watching.